Hello and welcome to the last episode, possibly the last episode, of the missions in London Underground Simulator or World of Subways 3. I'm the Scottish Lord, and today we're going to be hopping into the last mission, Support 2. Now, it's so hard to believe that we've got to the end of all the missions. Of course, I'll continue doing the schedules, but it just feels like the other day I started the channel on the briefing. Which, by the way, if you want to see me actually complete the briefing, then I'll leave a poll and you can vote there. But yeah, it's been a journey for quite a while, and I'm really looking forward to get into this. So yeah, hope you enjoy the video. And yeah, there's been a traffic jam. There's been a traffic jam in the morning due to an accident. We need you as a support driver from Edgware Road to Mansion House, then get back as quickly as possible. Can't wait. Here we go. Let's start the mission. Now, as far as I'm aware, it's this way to get towards Hammersmith. So this should be the rear of the train. We're driving to Mansion House. So we want the tail lights and the destination lights. And we're going to Mansion House. Now, I'd best make sure that I get the announcements right, because that would be rather embarrassing if I got those wrong after more than 10 episodes of London Underground Simulator. Oh, the lag. And I think this is the right way, but then I can't really be sure. Is there a sign telling me whether this is northbound or southbound? I feel like there is, and I've just not seen it properly. Because I genuinely can't tell whether this is northbound or southbound. Oh, thank goodness. Okay, I think it's that way. I think. Well, we're about to find out, because I'm about to turn this train around. And if it's wrong, well, yeah, that's going to be embarrassing. So, tail light, destination light, and I'm aware I've just lost a whole load of time here. Plus, we're on the right here, so I think it's the other way. Because, yeah, I think the way the platforms work, they all go the same way in and out. So this is a northbound platform, and the other one's a southbound. Except they're not really north and southbound, they're more clockwise and counterclockwise. And good grief, we are losing a lot of time. Quick, put the pressure on here. Turn that off. Ventilation. Headlights. Dashboard lights. Cab lights. Get all that done. Programmer. Select route. We are in a rail. And we're starting at Edgware Road and we're going to Mansion House. We're here. And there we go. Just a quick brake test. Good grief. That was almost a disaster. Let's give it an 8. Great. 6. And then the lamp test. 7. And yeah, I think we're almost ready to go, so I'm just going to go.
This train is ready to depart. Please stand clear of the doors.
Shut the doors early. And here we go. I'm going to roll this off. And I hope this is the right direction. I really do. Because if it's not... Oh, and it is, so that's good. I was about to say, if it's not, I would have to do a re-recording of this. Which would not be fun. So it's been ages since I did the first episode, but it doesn't feel like it's been that long. In fact, it was I think it was the 27th of February that I first started the channel. I think. Yeah, I think it was the 27th of February. And since then, I've developed a passion for the channel, and I really want to carry on with it. I mean, there was a time where I got a big surge of subscribers and views, but even then, it wasn't really that kept me going. It was the enjoyment, knowing that there were people out there, and still are out there, who have the same interests as me that I can share. That I can share what I enjoy with the world. I'm going to very quickly just close the doors. Depart. But yeah, it's been a journey, and I have enjoyed it, and I hope to be able to bring you more quality content in the future. So that's a load of stuff for you to look forward to. The August schedule's going to be a bit skew-if, mainly because I'm going to be away on holiday for a week on the 4th, so I might try and batch make videos to upload, but it might be that I just don't make them and then have it that I make them when I come back. But I'm going to leave a poll on Twitter asking whether you want longer or shorter videos, and whether you prefer videos once or twice a week, and what games you mostly prefer on the channel. I mean, no matter what, I am going to have new games to put onto the channel, no doubt about it. But I want to know what you want to see, as well as what I want to see. I want to have a steady balance between what you enjoy and what I enjoy. And I hope that if I can achieve that, I can help grow the channel and the community much further, so I can share with more people. More people who might enjoy the content. Which, really at the end of the day, is the goal of the channel. To make good content that people enjoy. And I know I'm probably talking in circles. Circle line. But it's true. That is what I do the channel for. For my and other people's enjoyment. But either way, that's enough of me rambling on. Let's get back to the game. Again, simulator game. I'll leave a poll in a card actually. Is it a game or is it a simulator? Discuss.
For the Central Line.
There we go.
This is Notting Hill Gate.
My braking's getting better.
For the Central Line. This is a Circle Line train to Hammersmith via High Street, Kensington, and Victoria is Notting Hill Gate. Change here for the Central Line.
At some point I might do a live stream. That's something I've debated. Doing a live stream. Maybe just free roaming the simulator. Because you can do that.
Train is ready to depart. Please
You can just ride the trains instead of driving them. And I might just do that for a while. If that's something that you'd be interested in enjoying. I'll leave that as another poll as well. But yeah, I've really enjoyed what I've been doing and hope to continue. So we've got High Street Kensington coming up. In
Next station is High Street, Kensington.
this is an awfully long platform, so I can keep the speed up a little with minimal braking. And there we go.
This is High Street, Kensington.
I'm not entirely sure how many stops it is to Mansion House. I've got my tube map with me. So we're currently at the announcement said Notting Hill Gate. No, High Street Kensington. We've actually got a while to go before we reach Mansion House. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 stops before we reach High Street Kensington. And we've got a while before we need to leave this station actually. Just gonna throw up a 9.
This service will be held here for a short time to even out the gaps in the service.
And for anyone who wonders how, well, or what I do during the time lapses and the sped up bits, and the bits that you don't see, I have conversations with myself. Like, I'll just talk about what I'm going to do next, how I'm going to do the episode, really, if I'm going to focus more on the gameplay, or whether I'm more going to talk. And then you just get the bits where Tetris happens. I start playing Tetris while I'm waiting. And that's always fun to do in the sped up bits. Because while some may argue that waiting is part of the fun, I think waiting, really? We don't need to wait for these things. I think these things are there for us to enjoy. So why should we have to wait? Oh, 30. Got 800 meters and counting to go. Wonder if we'll speed up a bit after. Also, if anyone's interested in what my recording setup is at the moment, I currently have a computer which I built myself. Oh, 20. Oh, lag spike. Which has a Gigabyte motherboard. Can't remember what model it is now. I've got the booklet here somewhere. It's a GAF2A68HM HD2 gigabyte motherboard. I've got it's AMD Athlon X4, I think it's an X4, but I can't remember. 450, which runs at 3.3 gigahertz. Going to be slightly late on departure with this one. I've got a 650 watt power supply that I got from eBay. It was a cheap one, not gonna lie. A 1 terabyte hard disk, and the case I actually got from my mother because her computer broke a while back. I just took out the internals. I think that's everything that went into the computer. I can't remember. It's late at night as well. I say late at night, it's 9:15. I think that's it. Oh yeah, and the graphics card that I use, that is a... actually can't remember what it is now, but I got it off of Maplin for good price. I got it for 90, and it's a 2 gig. I'm just trying to look back and see the box that I have for it. Hang on. It's a XFX Radeon RX 460 2GB GDDR5. I think I remembered to say the RX in it, but yeah, that is the graphics card I use. And it works well, but to be honest, I do want to build a better one. But then again, so does everyone. Everyone wants better. Watch it, mate. You almost ran into me. I do want to upgrade it a bit, but for now, it's fine. I would also like to start building computers, like as a job sort of thing. I have bigger ambitions than that, but if I get the opportunity, I would absolutely love to build computers as a living. Like, if nothing else was an option. I say if nothing else was an option. Like, if I had the option. Unless it was a job that offered me like £10 billion. And I could improve everything about the world while doing the job. If I got offered that job, I would take it in a heartbeat. But seeing as it's not likely that I'm going to be offered that job, I'll happily go with the other one. So we're not leaving until 21. Which gives me a little bit more time to just chat, really. So while I was down in London, I went to Harrods, even though I can't afford much in there, and ended up buying some chocolate and a tin of sweets. A, that does not sound healthy whatsoever. B, it was overly expensive. The chocolate was £2.75 and the tin of sweets was £7.50. Very overpriced, but it's Harrods, so what do you expect? And just to say that I'd been in there was fine enough, really. So that was something I enjoyed. I also went on to the DLR, which, for anyone who doesn't know, that's the Docklands Light Railway in London. Well, of course it's in London. I'm talking about the trip I did while I was in London, duh. But basically, the DLR is fully automated. Automatic trains, there are no drivers. And it was weird not having anyone drive you. And there was something about it that was a bit unnerving in a way. I mean, it was a good experience. Really, really good experience. Very smooth journey. Couldn't fault it, really. But it was weird. Like, not having a driver there, there's something that's slightly scary about that. That job might not be there within the next century. And a century sounds like a long time. But when you consider the rate of progress in technology that humankind have been achieving, then it could be a lot sooner than we think. I mean, I know if some companies had their way, it would be within the next decade. Oh, we are at Victoria. Well, I have been on the Victoria line all the way up to Walthamstow Central. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stops to go until we reach Mansion House. So, yeah. Another thing I've wanted to do recently is start making really complex codes that no one can break. Well, folk can break them, but it would take a lot of time for them to do so. Just for the heck of it. Because there's something about a code that's rather satisfying. That you're the only one in the world that really knows what it means. There's just something about that that's a bit... You know, satisfying is the wrong word. I rarely get satisfied. Rarely. I'm rarely satisfied. I can be content, but hardly ever satisfied. So I don't know. I don't even know what the term really means, to be honest. Hang on, let me just look that up. The definition of satisfied or satisfactory. Here it is.
The next station is St James's Park.
Yes, it is. It is St James's Park. Which I'm not been to. Oh crap. Opens the doors.
This is St James's
Content.
This is a Circle Line train to Hammersmith via Embankment and Tower Hill.
Well, that's a load of rubbish. Content. There is a difference between content and satisfied. I know there is. I just don't really understand what it is. Also, that's a really good thing for a screenshot. I think I might use that. Oh, quick one.
This train is ready to depart. Please stand clear of the doors.
8, quick, go. There we go. So, St James's Park, we've got 3 stations to... No. Is it? 1, 2, 3... Yeah, 3. Oh, crap. That was a speed limit. I forgot. It's 30, not 40. Also, been to Westminster Station. It's actually really cool. One of the only stations I've ever been to on the tube that actually has a cafe on it.
And Houses of Parliament.
It's not here at the moment. But then it might have been constructed a bit later as a renovation.
Is Westminster. Please mind the gap.
But it does look very industrial like this.
Change
I
here
can
for the Jubilee
credit
line.
that.
Exit here for Westminster Abbey and Houses of Parliament.
Don't like these new stocks they put on either. The S stocks.
Train to Hammersmith via Embankment and Tower Hill.
And I know they're meant to be better. Aircon! Connected carriages. Less bloomin' seating. No one well, I'm not going to say no one likes them. I'm sure there are some folk out there who do like the S-Stock.
Please stand clear of the doors.
And I'm not saying they're bad. I'm just saying they're wrong. I'm only kidding. I'm not saying they're wrong either. I just think I can't understand. What? I mean, it doesn't look like a tube train anymore, in my opinion. In my opinion, the tube train had its own distinct noise, its own feel, its own personality. And I know that's going a bit far. Personality. What is this? A channel where you try and personify things. Oh look, there's Jeff, the talking train,
The next station
talking tube train. Look, he's got a nice personality. No, that's not what I'm talking about.
National Rail Services from Charing Cross.
But I mean, it's like they've got their own thing that's been there for, well, many decades now, and really they've gotten rid of it. I mean, this thing, look at it. It's lovely. Why would you want to get rid of this? One person can work it. I mean, yeah, it's helpful to have 2 folk, but you don't need 2 folk. Also, Embankment does have these really weird lines on them. I'm not sure what that's meant to represent, because last time I checked, the Victoria line didn't service this station. And it shows a blue one. Nor does the Central line. And they've got a red one there. So,
This train is ready to depart.
you know what? That might actually be brown. And that would make sense because it is serviced by the Bakerloo. And no, I don't just know all this information on tap. It is just that I have a tube map in front of me. That's a secret. Also, while I was down in London, I had the pleasure of going onto the new Routemaster buses, or the Boris buses, as they are called, according to Wikipedia, which I trust with my heart and soul. And they're really good. They look like the old Routmasters. They're really sleek vehicles, apart from one thing. The one design flaw they never really thought of. Well, these things have 3 doors. Well, 3 sets of doors. One at the back, like where there would originally just be a pole, and you would stand there, or the conductor would stand there, and you would get on. And the conductor would get your ticket ready. Yeah. And then you have your central door, which, if you live in a big city, a lot of buses have these. I don't live in a big city, so not many buses around me have them. But you have the doors in the middle, and then you have the doors at the front next to the driver. Now, the way that the London buses work is you either have to use the Oyster, or you have to use a contactless credit card, or debit card, or just a card, I think. You've definitely got to use a card. Oh, I think we're approaching Blackfriars. But you can't use cash, which means you have to use either your Oyster or your card. Now there's an issue with this, and that is that when someone gets on, there are no conductors. So in theory, and I've seen it myself while being on one of these buses, you can just get on at the back, pretend to touch your Oyster card against one of the readers, get on the top of the bus, and Bob's your uncle, you've just bagged yourself a free fare. I mean, it's not fair, but because there's no way of managing this really.
The next station is Mansion House.
Oh, this is us. Because there's no way of really managing that, you have to, well, anyone could just get on the bus and not pay their fare. It's that simple. Oh, here we go.
Mansion House. This is a Circle Line train to Hammersmith via Tower Hill and Liverpool.
Just going to do this.
All change, please. This train terminates here. When leaving the train, please ensure that you take all your belongings.
I've driven to schedule to Mansion House. I am at Mansion House.
Terminates here.
Do I need to... maybe I need to... You know, I'm just gonna... change to the opposite direction. Departure is 1336 UHR. Hurry up. Hurry up! Well, that's a bit mean. Hurry up. What's the You've not told me the destination. It could be Hammersmith. Let's assume for a second it is Hammersmith and not Edgware Road. All the lights and the heating are still on. I shouldn't have to worry about that. Hurry up. Who do they think I am? Usain Bolt? By the looks of it, they do. Drive to Edgware Road. Oh, come on. Edgware Road. Okay, right. Build up pressure. Okay. Switch on switches. Ventilation. Headlights. Dashboard lights. Cab light. Set up the announcer. We are now going auto rail. Our start station is Mansion House. I'm gonna literally have less than a minute, aren't I? Oh wait, no, it's meant to be end. Okay, right. Quick, no, come on. We now need to get to the other end and back before 36. I'm not sure if that's going to happen. In fact, I'm pretty sure it's not going to happen. I'm pretty sure that I've literally just wasted my time. Quick, quick, get in here. Come on. I need Edgware Road. Quick, out, boom. Quick, we need to go now. Get out my way. I'm a driver, don't you know who I am? I'm wearing the TFL uniform. Come on. We might need to catch up the delay. Oh god, it's now oh no. You bloody well kidding me. Come on. Enter.
This is Mansion House. This train is ready to depart. Please stand clear of the
Right, we're off. Did I forget anything? What? The last mission of the series, and I've gone past a red signal. I never even saw it as a red signal. I thought it was green. I bet it's that train. It was as soon as I went. Why did I have to do that? Oh god. Right. Next time you see me, I will be completing this. So, yeah, it'll probably be a jump cut, but see you in the next clip. Okay, we're back. It's actually the next day, and when I say the next day, I mean that in a very literal sense. It's currently Friday, and I started filming this on Thursday. So, yeah, it took me quite a while to get back here, a couple of attempts, and we're finally going to leave soon. So that's 44. We're ready to depart. We're going. And that signal is green. And that is we're off properly now. We've got to drive to schedule to Edgware Road as fast as possible. Well, as quickly as possible. Apparently. Come on. Oh, I keep forgetting about Blackfriars. Honestly, Blackfriars is so annoying. Because I've got to push this button.
The next station is closed. This train will not stop at the next station.
And I've got to do that every time I pass it. The good news is that we don't have to leave Temple until 13:40. It's currently 37. So actually, now that I say it, it's still pretty bad. And we've got another 500 odd meters to go. We might be pushing it for time a little. Nah, what am I saying? We'll be fine. Also, as of yesterday, I put a poll up on Twitter, which I have been plugging recently with my little Twitter pop-up, at Scottish Lord YT, remember? I put up a poll asking whether you wanted 1 or 2 videos per week. At the moment, the majority is saying 1 video. Oh, lag. Which I would be more than happy to do. Like, I'm more than happy to only do 1 video a week. Because that would really help with my schedule and really... yeah. The next poll I'm going to put up is one that I'm not entirely sure how it's going to work, but I want it to be so that you can rate the series out of 5, like each series. So, for example, I know what you like from this channel, and I can factor that in to when I'm making content. I don't know if I'll do it through Twitter, but I'll definitely make a poll and try and do that. I'm not sure how yet, but I will. Well, I'm not sure if these are switched on. I don't think that really made a difference. Anyway, we're all set up correctly. And I think we can just do a cheeky leave at the moment. Wait, no. No.
This train is ready to depart. Please stand clear of the doors.
There we go. Because they want us to be prompt. And as far as I'm aware, no one was going to leave. So yeah, I think we should be fine. 42 though. Should I have waited? Thinking on it now, yeah, I probably should have. Then again, it's not that bad.
The next station is Embankment.
This is one of the stations that I did get off at,
And National Rail Services from Charing Cross.
I think. Yeah, I got off at Embankment.
This is Embankment.
I think.
Here,
No, I didn't.
Waterloo and Northern Lines
I didn't actually get off here. I got off at Westminster.
cross. This is a Circle Line train to Edgware Road via Victoria and High Street, Kensington.
From Sunday, the 13th of December, 2019. Or is that 2009? It's 2009. There will be a more reliable service, fewer delays, more trains to Hammersmith. So it said severe delays for a second. So, just sew this up. Like 6.
Thank you for travelling on the
So up an 8.
Please remember, smoking is not allowed on any London Underground train or station.
Oh, right.
This service will be held here for a short time to ease.
So it doesn't let you push the, well, it does let you push the 0, but it's sort of like a cancellation feature.
This train is ready to depart. Please stand clear of the doors.
And so up 2.
Stand clear of the doors.
Here we go. Nice train, mate. But yeah, it's been the gap of a day. And I can't wait to finish this. It's going to be so rewarding. And I would really recommend folk to get this simulator. It is, for the time that it was released, this was very, very, very technical. And even to this day, it's very, very accurate to what these were.
Find the gap between the train and the platform.
Not that I was in one, but I've seen pictures. And they are very accurate simulators. Oh, crap.
Circle Line train to Edgware Road via
We were meant to leave.
and High Street, Kensington. This train is ready to depart. Please stand clear of the doors.
Quick, we need to go now. "45. I know they said for me to be prompt, but geez, they want me to break speed limits. Can't make it for then. Yeah, I can. Maybe. At a push.
The next station is St.
Lag.
James's Park.
There we go, we just glide along. And Cebulski.
This is St. James's Park. This is a Circle Line train to Edgware Road via Victoria and High Street, Kensington.
And once it reaches 45, we'll push the 1.
This train is ready to depart. Please stand clear of the doors.
See that man running into the train? Except he was running into the side of it. That's physics that I love. Really. And by the way, I am going to be bringing back Game Dev Tycoon, because that seemed to really be a hit and I enjoyed playing it. So yeah. More of that to come on the channel. So for now, we're just rolling down the tubes.
The next station is Victoria. Change.
Now, I've definitely been here.
National Rail Services.
I've changed here more times than I care to mention.
This is Victoria. Please mind the gap.
Blecko Kitchen, live your dream.
Change here for
I have lived many a dream.
National Rail Services and the Victoria Coach Station. This is a Circle Line train to Edgware Road via High Street, Kensington and Paddington.
It is. So we need to leave at 49, which means we're going to pull up a 1 on 45. So 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
This train is ready to depart. Please stand clear of the doors.
And close the doors. So now, the next station is Sloane Square. After that, we've got South Kensington, Gloucester Road, High Street, Kensington, Notting Hill Gate. I'm keeping an eye on the speed. Bayswater, Paddington, and Edgware Road. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 stations. Something tells me this might be tight on the schedule.
The next station is Sloane Square. This is Sloane Square.
Build up the pressure again.
Train to Edgware Road via High Street, Kensington and Paddington.
Right, so the next station is going to be South Kensington. I think I counted wrong with the stations. It's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. I forgot to do the thingy, didn't I? Yeah. Oh well, they had their chance. We're rolling. We're rolling to South Kensington on 13.52 FM. That's another thing I might add to the channel. Little bits of voice acting. Give it a try. See if you can't speak. See if you guys would like that. Like. Lag. More lag. Ooh or. Right, so we are now approaching South Kensington. They recommend 30. I recommend 80.
The next station is South Kensington. Change for the District and Piccadilly lines.
I can ease into this station. For the most part. And there we go.
Is South Kensington. Change here for the District and Piccadilly lines. Exit here for the museums. This is a
Just the museums.
Edgware Road via High Street, Kensington and Paddington. This service will be held here for a short time to even out the gaps in the service.
It certainly shall. In which time, well, I don't know. Just waiting. I've got 1 minute to wait. To waste, even. Oh dear. The tube. It's one of those things that just grabs your attention, isn't it? Like one of those things that's like, I'm here, you will respect me, I've been here for a century. How long have you been around? Like half? Or even a quarter? Not even a quarter of a century. You should respect me. That makes it sound like an arrogant tube system. It's not. It's meant to be like impressive. Yeah, that didn't really work. Anyway.
This train is ready to depart. Please stand clear of the doors.
There we go, we can leave now. South Kensington, High Street Kensington next, I think. No, it's Gloucester Road. Gloucester Road, then High Street Kensington. It's my tube map.
Change for the District Line.
Yeah, after that it's High Street Kensington. They really like their long waits here.
This is Gloucester Road. Change here.
And there's all the people getting on the train.
This is a Circle Line train to Edgware Road via High Street, Kensington and Paddington.
This train shall also be held here for a short time.
This service will be held here for a short time to even out the gaps in the service.
I feel like writing like a file, not a file, a program that can replicate this, but it's done with my voice. I think that'd be really interesting. I mean, it would be very difficult to do, I'd reckon, but certainly be interesting. So, we're just going to shout out a 1.
Train is ready to depart. Please stand clear of the doors.
That moment when you open the wrong set of doors. Closing. Lag. Go away, lag. No one wants you here. Also, so if it sounds like I'm sort of running out of things to say, it's just been a bit of a long day, really. But I enjoy doing this, so helps take my mind off the day. $25 along. You know, it's quite fun driving the line and then going down and having a look at where you've been driving on the line. It's really rather interesting. Something I'd certainly like to do more. I can see why it's 58 they've set the time to. Welcome to the Snail Show, where you can watch paint dry. That's how bloomin' boring this bit is. Because you can't go over 25. That's illegal.
Next station is High Street, Kensington.
Yes, it is. And I'm going to drive along it at a snail's pace. And look at that. Broken like a true expert.
High Street, Kensington. This is a Circle Line train to Edgware Road via Paddington.
And if we just call up a 9,
This service will be held
We've only got 4 stations left. Next station is Notting Hill Gate, after that Bayswater, after that Paddington, and after that Edgware Road. Can't wait for Edgware Road, because that will mark the conclusion of the missions. If you want it to be. I'll leave a poll in the video reminding you that you can vote for whether you want to see the first episode again but done correctly. Yeah. For anyone who hasn't seen the first episode, I advise you go check it out. It's actually the first video on the channel, but it's the one where I died. Well, not died. I got a game over instantly, almost. Well, not instant. Actually, I got pretty much near to the end of the line. And then, well, stuff happened. I went over a red light, and I got a game over. Yeah. Not one of my finest moments.
This train is ready to depart. Please stand clear of the doors.
Why is there just a line of people?
Stand clear of the doors.
Get the message? He's standing way too close to the platform edge. So the next station is Notting Hill Gate. And we've got to leave there at 2 o'clock. Holy moly. We'll get there on time, I reckon. I think. I hope. Therefore I am.
The next station is Notting Hill Gate. Change for the Central Line.
Of course, you've got to really slow down because this is a short platform. One that I constantly break far too early or late at.
This is Notting Hill Gate. Change here for the Central Line. This is a Circle Line train to Edgware Road via Paddington.
Yes, it is. And please remember, smoking is not allowed on any underground train or station. I don't know why I'm doing this very cool voice. Coming to a theatre near you. Blecko Kitchen. Live your dream. Coming out summer. Summer? Summer.
This train is ready to depart.
Yes, it is.
Clear of the doors.
And let's be off. Bayswater coming up. Got to leave there at 2:02. So we've got to be awfully speedy about this one. I mean, as long as we get there within the minute of 02, we should be fine. Well, I mean within the minute of 01. We need to leave within the minute of 02.
The next station is Bayswater.
And start braking a bit more now. There we go.
Is Bayswater. This is a Circle Line train to Edgware Road via Paddington.
Alpha 169. And yep, there's a train there. Wonder where that one's going.
Is ready to depart. Please stand clear of the doors.
Says it's not in service. Funnily, the fact that it's in service contradicts this. Right, so we've been to Bayswater, Paddington, then Edgware Road. And that schedule is just bloomin' great, innit? Come on, get that down quicker, that distance meter down. And
The next station
here we go, here we go.
change for the Bakerloo Line and National Rail services.
Another one where you've got to be awfully careful with your braking. You can either drastically overshoot or undershoot with this one.
Change here for the Bakerloo Line and National Rail
Snap, the big feet becoming a wizard.
Circle Line train to Edgware Road.
These are all great station advertisements. I wonder where this train's going. Is this another one that's not in service? Oh no, it's just one that doesn't know how to open its doors properly. So let's pull up a 1,
This train is ready to depart. High Street. Please stand clear of the doors.
pull up a 2,
Stand clear of the doors.
shut the doors. And that is another one that's apparently not in service, despite the fact it's clearly in service. And our next station is going to be Edgware Road, where we will terminate possibly this series. I've got to leave here at 07. I think we'll be able to do that. I think. Big emphasis on I think. Yeah, we'll definitely be able to do that. I never got why they made this 25 and everything else like 35 or 40. And that says that the speed limit's 20. We're still on a speed limit of 25.
Is Edgware Road. Change for other Circle Line services.
Oh, now it's 20.
High Street, Kensington,
Oh wait, now it's 25.
and for the District Line.
I'm so confused. And here we are. Arriving back where we... well, we didn't start here at the beginning of the series, but...
This is
there we go.
Edgware Road. Change here for other Circle Line services in the direction of High Street, Kensington,
We've got this.
and for the District Line. This is a Circle Line train to Edgware Road via Baker Street and King's Cross St Pancras.
But it's not. It's a service
Change, please.
that ends here.
This train terminates here. When leaving the train, please ensure that you take all your belongings with you. All change, please. This train terminates here.
Not in service, and... congratulations, you have successfully completed the mission. We've won. And we're done. we are officially done with all 10 missions. Apart from the first one, that, as I've said, if you want to see it, blah 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 blah, you've heard it. So that has been London Underground Simulator, or World of Subways 3. If you liked the video, make sure to leave a like, and if you really enjoy my content, be sure to subscribe if you want to be notified of when I'm uploading, and or when I have uploaded. That didn't make sense. Make sure to follow me on Twitter at ScottishLordYT, and to ding the notification bell below next to the subscribe button. But thank you for watching. You've been a wonderful viewer. Goodbye.